you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. How is everyone doing? I hope you're fine and safe wherever you are. My name is Kia, for those of you that are just here for the first time, and yeah, you're welcome to my channel. Okay, and let's just go straight to this topic for today. As you can see from the title, we're talking about authenticity, being your authentic self, why you should be authentic. Now, when we talk about authenticity or being authentic, basically it means being true to who you are as a person, being your genuine self, coming from a place within, like a place of realness coming from within. Your values or your belief system, they are not influenced by society. They are not influenced by your childhood values and principles that have been inculcated into you by your parents or your teachers or all of that. The values that you have, the belief system that you have as a person, it's not influenced by external forces. It's not influenced by external sources, but rather it's influenced by the inner self. This is what it means to be authentic. When who you are is influenced by being true to yourself, your inner self, the person inside of you, what you think, your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs, your values, all of these things are coming from inside of you, reflecting on the outside, not influenced by external or outside sources. Now we have to understand that being your authentic self is not something that happens overnight. You don't just wake up one day and then boom, you're all authentic and all of that. It takes time. It takes deliberate, conscious, daily efforts. It takes paying attention to yourself and being true to yourself. And the thing with being authentic is that for you to first be authentic, there are steps that you have to take. Now, for you to be authentic, it means you have to know thyself. What do I mean by knowing yourself? Knowing yourself means you are very much aware of your weaknesses. You're very much aware of your faults, your shortcomings. You're very much aware of your bad characters, your bad habits. You're very much aware of everything that concerns you, your strengths, your weaknesses, your good sides, your bad sides. You are very much aware of them and you embrace and accept them wholeheartedly. Like, you're not trying to just accept your good sides and say, oh, this side it's bad. I don't like this about myself, so I don't want to own up to this side. I don't want to own. No, being true to who you are as a person means you accept yourself as you are in entirety. Both the good, both the bad, both the dark, whatever it is, you as a person, you accept yourself. And how do you get to this level of accepting who you are as a person if you do not know who you are, if you are not aware of who you are? So first of all, discovering authenticity and being authentic to yourself, first of all, starts with discovery. How do you attain discovery? It starts with being aware of who you are. And being aware of who you are, like I said, it involves knowing all the sides that makes you a person and accepting all of that sides. Now, coming to accept all of you that makes you a person, regardless of whether it's good or bad, it has to involve honesty. So if you are not honest with yourself, if you feel like, oh, you know that you have a certain shortcoming and you don't want you don't really like that side of you, so you feel like you should project only your good sides, that means you haven't really accepted that side of you. In essence, you are not being honest with who you are right now as a person. Probably you're feeling like, I have a certain belief and it seems out of, it's not a common belief that everyone has, or it's a type of belief that when you come out to say it, society will frown at it. So because of that, you want to hide that side of you because you're trying to be accepted. You're trying to, fit in to the society. That is dishonesty right there. You are being dishonest to who you are. You are not being honest with yourself. So self-awareness, being self-aware, starts with self-honesty. You have to, first of all, be honest with yourself. You're like, okay, I know that I have this negative side of me, and it is who I am. But can I be better? Yes, I can be better. Then that is when you start making efforts to improving yourself. Because first of all, you know who you are. So if you do not know who you are, that means you're being dishonest. So self-honesty is very important. You have to be self-honest. Self-honesty is what will lead to self-awareness. Self-awareness is what opens the door for you to be more authentic. You're given chance for that authentic self now to come in and shine forth. Let's talk about how to distinguish which sides of you are your authentic self and which sides of you are not. So this is where the adaptive self and the authentic self comes into play. Now, your adaptive self is that side of you that have been conditioned by society or by circumstances. That side of you that you have rebelled for yourself in order to help you fit into a particular society, into a particular company or work or career, into a particular environment, or probably to help you through a difficult time, or if you've passed through some suffering. So you have your adaptive self that is there to serve as a caregiver. And then you have the authentic self now that is your true person, that is who you are to the core from within. So you have to be able to distinguish what beliefs, what values, what principles that you have formed and developed over the years that you still hold dear to you, that is coming from your adaptive self, or the one that is coming from your authentic self. So how do you do that? By paying attention to yourself daily. What are those things that were actually taught to you by your parents? Take for instance your career choice. For example, a lot of people that take up courses in the university that is not actually what they want to do. Probably, they have their parents that say, oh, you have to be a doctor or you have to be a lawyer. So you now go to university and you take up a medicine. You know that is really not what you want to do. That is not what you connect with. You probably might want to be an artist, a musician. But because your parents have said you have to follow this path, so you will not try to fulfill the desires of your parents. Now, let me tell you, what you're doing at that point in time is you're not being true to yourself. And because you're not being true to yourself, you are actually fulfilling some other person's purpose and not yours. Go into that studying medicine and end up having a lot of struggle. You're trying to fit into the school system, you're trying to fit into the classes, the courses and everything that you have to take in order to become a medical doctor. But that is not what you want to do, and you find yourself struggling. Everything you grumble, every single thing you make excuses. You're not happy basically. So you're not happy because that is not the environment that you want to be in. Sometimes it could lead to getting depressed because you feel like I want to be a doctor to make my parents proud. I want to do this, I want to do that. But then again, you are hurting yourself. So you're not true to yourself. So it's very important for you to be your authentic self and go after the things that you want to do. So now that's leading us to what we call purpose. So you cannot talk about authenticity without mentioning purpose. So I'm going to make another video on finding purpose in authenticity, but today I just want to focus on being authentic. So you cannot talk about purpose without mentioning authenticity. So if you want to live a life of fulfillment, you want to live a life of purpose, you want to discover who you are. A lot of time people ask that question, who am I? What do I really like? You have to first of all search within you, and you have to allow conviction and intuition to lead you. So conviction and intuition now will help you to identify that part of you that you have left hidden because of society. But if you have a conviction inside of you, have a strong intuition and know that I like this thing. I feel at ease when I'm singing. I feel at ease when I listen to music. I love music. I love to do this. So you have to give room now for that. you have to give room now for that, because it is that thing that's going to lead you to discovering your authentic self. From there on, then you can now discover what your purpose is, what your mission on earth is. Start by paying attention to the things you like. Start by asking yourself certain questions and try to see how you answer them. And try to see if the answers that you are giving to that question, if it's coming from a place of what you actually feel and believe as yourself, or coming from a place of societal conditioning. So like I said, you have to first of all be honest. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be career, it could be a career choice, it could be religion, it could be about your sexual orientation. First of all, you have to understand that being your authentic self, what you will discover, what you will find might not be pleasing. It might not be pleasing to the society. It might not be pleasing to your family. It might not be pleasing to your loved ones. It might not even be pleasing to you at first. But you have to be true to who you are. You have to be true to what you believe inside. So now, I don't know what it is you're struggling with being your authentic self, what area, whether it's career or whatever. But start by asking yourself these questions. Example, do I truly believe that there is a God, or is it because of what I've been taught from childhood? Ask yourself these questions. Another one, do I really like what I do? Do I really like what I study in school? Do you find happiness doing it? Is it an environment you're comfortable being? Ask yourself that question. Do you see yourself doing it for the rest of your life and even being comfortable doing it? Ask yourself that question. The answers that you give, sit down and try to analyze where those answers are coming from. Is it coming from your adaptive self or from your authentic self? Is it coming from what you're being taught by the society, or what you believe in yourself? What do you believe? You can start by doing that, and from there on you can open the doorway to self-honesty. Then you can know that, okay, no, this belief is not coming from me. It's what my father taught me. It's what my mother taught me. It's what my teacher taught me. Oh, I believe in this. Oh, this answer that I wrote is actually coming from me. It's what I believe. It's my conviction. Conviction. It's what I believe. So start with that. And let's understand that being authentic it's a long process. Like, it's even a lifelong process. We as humans, we are constantly evolving, we are constantly changing. So it's not as if being authentic is just a one-day thing or a one-time thing and boom. No, it's a lifelong process. We are all in this together. I am also on this journey with you. So you can start by doing that now. Start with self-honesty. From self-honesty, you will lead to self-awareness. From self-awareness, then you're opening the doorway for your authentic self to come in. You're embracing who you are from within. Your values, your principles, your beliefs. Question everything about you. Question it. If you want to write it down, like I said before, and answer the questions yourself, and ask yourself where this question is coming from. Is it from my adaptive self or from my authentic self? So I'm going to see you guys in my next video on finding purpose in authenticity. I hope that you guys subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to give this video a like, and bye guys.